Welcome to part 2 of Dwight the Duck. So in part 1 we did the body, and now we are going to continue on the head directly onto the body. In order to do that, we are going to find the first stitch here, and that's the last stitch. For the first stitch, we are going to insert our hook and pull up a loop of yellow yarn. So grab a new piece of yellow yarn and pull it through with your hook directly onto the body there. To secure this in place, we are just going to yarn over and pull the yarn through the loop on our hook, like so, and then pull really tight on the other side. Next, we are going to make 2 single crochets in the exact same stitch that we just worked in. So right here, make 2 single crochets. This is our first increase of the round, and these are also the first 2 stitches of the round. Now we are going to pause and mark that first stitch that we made. So that is the second stitch away from our hook right there. This is the first stitch of the round. And then we are going to continue increasing in every single stitch around the circle here. So we're going to make 12 increases in total. We're going to have a total of 24 stitches at the end of this round. This is the last increase, and you should have 24 stitches. This makes the first round of the head as well, so we're going to continue single crocheting around. We're going to do 4 rounds of 1 single crochet in each stitch around. So you can begin by removing your stitch marker, reinsert your hook, and then connect the head by just single crocheting right into there. That's the first stitch of the next round, and you're gonna see there's a little hole in the back of the neck here. That's totally fine. We're gonna sew that hole shut. So we're just gonna mark this stitch and then grab your yarn needle, and we're gonna sew this hole shut with that extra yarn that we used at the beginning. We're going to carry on the next round just by making 1 single crochet in each stitch around. We're still going to have 24 stitches at the end of this round. We are doing the exact same thing for the next 3 rounds, so I'm going to speed it up here. Again, next 3 rounds, just 1 single crochet in each stitch around. You're still going to have 24 stitches at the end of each round. Your duck should be looking like this. We are just going to stuff the body a bit before we keep on going. So grab some stuffing and pull it apart to make sure it's nice and fluffy. And then we are just going to pop it into the body. Next, we're going to be popping in our safety eyes. Our safety eyes are going in at rounds 12 and 13. Make sure your back is directly across from the face and that you're centering the eyes with the back of the duck. Another way to gauge where they're going is just pop them 1 round down from your working round. Dropping the duck while trying to put the eyes in is a requirement. Before popping the backs on the eyes, just make sure you're happy with how far apart the eyes. Keep in mind that you are going to be sewing on a bill as well. I like to put my eyes about 3 stitches apart. You can just kind of eyeball it and make sure that you're happy with the placement. So place your first single crochet of the next round and then mark that stitch. We are going to place another single crochet and then we are going to do a decrease. So for a decrease, you can see every stitch has 2 loops. This is the back loop and this is the front loop. For a decrease, we are stitching 2 stitches together in the front loop only. So what I mean by that is when you insert your hook, you're going in the loop that's closest to you only. There's still a back loop that you're not working through. So you're going to go through the 2 stitches right beside your hook. Yarn over, pull through, yarn over again, and pull through again. So what we just did is we combined 2 stitches into 1. So work a single crochet, and then do a decrease. So again, the front loop only of the next 2 stitches. There's 3 loops on your hook. Yarn over, pull through 2, yarn over, pull through 2. Then single crochet, and decrease. Single crochet, then decrease. Just keep repeating this pattern until you get back to the stitch marker. We're going to have 18 stitches at the end of this round. The next round we are decreasing in every other stitch around. Grab your hook, insert it, and then we are going to start off by making a single crochet and marking that stitch. Next, we are going to make a decrease, and then a single crochet, and decrease, single crochet. Keep repeating this pattern until you get back to the stitch marker. We're going to have 12 stitches at the end of this round. Coming up on the last decrease, you should have 12 stitches now, and I'm going to pop some stuffing into the neck and head of my duck. Don't overfill the head or else it's going to be really hard to close the head shut. You can stuff a bit as you go. This is going to be the last round of the duck, and we are going to start off by decreasing and then marking that stitch. This round we are decreasing in every single stitch, and then we are going to end up with 6 stitches at the end of this round. Working on the last decrease here. Now we can remove our stitch marker, and we're going to finish off by making a slip stitch. To do this, simply insert your hook, yarn over, and pull through all the loops on your hook. And now we can trim our yarn, leave 10 inches or so for sewing, pull your yarn through, and then we are going to grab our yarn needle and sew this hole shut. If you need to add some more stuffing to the duck's head, you can do this as well. So to sew the hole shut, we are inserting our yarn needle in every single front loop around the circle. This is going to create a drawstring where we can just pull it shut. Then I'm just poking my yarn back through the body of the duck to weave in my end. Next we are going to make the bill of the duck, so grab your orange yarn and we're going to start off by making a slip knot. If you've never made a slip knot, it's pretty easy. Just fold your yarn like this, twist it over with your fingers, and then grab the working yarn and pull it through. This is going to create a knot that moves with your hook, so as you can see I'm going to insert my hook and pull it tight. Now that we have our slip knot, we are going to chain 4, so grab your working yarn around your finger and you are just going to yarn over and pull through the loop that's on your hook. So yarn over and pull through like so. That is 1 chain. You're going to repeat this 3 more times. Yarn over and pull through. That's 2. Yarn over, pull through, 3, yarn over, pull through, 4. So we just chained 4. As you can see, there's 4 stitches. For the bill, we are first going to work in these front loops of the stitches, and then we are going to work in the back loops of the stitches. This is going to create an oval shape. Just bear with me here, it's easier to watch than to explain. So we are going to make a single crochet in the second chain away from our hook. It's not this one here, but this one, the second one. Insert your hook in the front loop only there and make a single crochet. Then repeat again, a single crochet in the next chain. In the last chain, we are going to make our increase. So popping 2 single crochets into that 1 chain stitch. And now we are going to continue working in the back side of the chain. So to do that, we are going to rotate our piece of work and crochet the exact same thing in the back. So single crochet in this one, single crochet in this one, increase in that one. And then we're gonna fasten off, and that's it for the bill. Working 1 single crochet in the first chain stitch available. Then single crochet again. And increase in this last stitch here. You should have 8 stitches in your oval. In the next round, we are single crocheting in each stitch around, so place your first single crochet and then mark that stitch. Then continue placing 1 single crochet in the remaining 7 stitches, and then we are going to fasten off. Fasten off by making a slip stitch into the first stitch of the last round. Then leave a yarn tail about 12 inches or so for sewing and pull the yarn through the loop. In part 3, we're going to make the wings, the bucket hat, and put everything together.